Hello, welcome. My name is Chris Shelton.
And I'm Parisa Shelton.
Happy holidays!
Happy holidays! Woo!
Well, for some people, it's not so happy, considering that maybe family's coming into town or you're going to see family, who knows. So if you're somebody that unfortunately has to show up and there's drama in the family and it creates some kind of anxiety for you or some kind of angst for you, a couple of Qigong practices that we like to teach our clients is, and we actually have to do ourselves because we have family too. What is the saying?
It's not fun, it's family.
It's not fun, it's family. All right. So one of the things to do if you get into a heated discussion, no matter what, if it's about politics, and trust me, as you probably already know, there's a lot of politics that could be talked about right now on both sides of the fence. But what you can do is you can excuse yourself from the table or whatever and go into another room, unless you want to create more drama, and shake it off, just like the Taylor Swift song. So did you know that we're one of the only mammals or animals on land that does not shake it off when something happens to us? And so when somebody irritates you or agitates you, and if you shove that down, try to keep a smiling face, then that creates inflammation inside the body. Especially around the holidays too, then you may start to notice gut problems, digestive issues, bloatedness and gas, and those kind of fun ailments that come up when you suppress your emotions. Okay, so
let it rip.
Let it rip. If you want to break the ice, you can let it rip. All right, so on the tension side of the room, why not?
Is that why they say it goes over like a fart in church?
Oh my goodness gracious, I can't believe you just said that. Okay, so one of the things that we could go ahead and do is shake it off, and it's very easy. You're going to step out with your feet out about shoulders width apart, and you're going to relax your body, and starting with the fingertips, you're going to inhale all the way up, and exhaling all the way down. Inhaling all the way up, and just letting that stuff go. Let's do one more just for good measures. Inhaling all the way up, and letting that stuff go. And you can always finish off by pulling down the heavens 1 or 3 times. Right now we're just going to do it 1 time. Now, depending on how severe the circumstances or the discomfort is, you may have to shake it off several times. The whole idea of this is that if you have that trigger inside your body, we want to be able to release that vibration, because once again, that vibration is what creates the disease. That vibration is what creates the discomfort. So even if you have the thought in your mind of what was just said, or maybe you're going into a situation where you don't know what's going to happen, maybe Uncle Bob likes to drink too much on the holidays. You know, if you don't know what's going to happen and you have this angst inside the body, just shaking it off is one very simple practice to do. And again, you may have to do it several times in a row. And I know there's been certain circumstances in our lives where we've had to shake it off multiple times in one day just because of the severity of the dysfunction.
The severity of the dysfunction. And I'll just say, he knows that he's in trouble when we have an argument and I start shaking it off.
I break the ice by saying, pull my finger. So,
okay,
all right.
What's the next Qi practice?
Okay, so it's not only about maybe potential drama and trouble with family members or friends or the get-togethers and heated conversation about politics and stuff, but also this is a time of year where there's a high expectation. I think that the holidays have lost what it's really about. And you know, it's really about the gift of giving, but not necessarily giving gifts, but how can you be of support to somebody else or to one another? And how can you show up for people that are in more need than what you are? And, you know, how can you share that?
Sure.
But also, too, it seems like I've noticed with some of our clients, they've lost loved ones around this time of the year, or maybe they lost a loved one, you know, well, any time of the year. But during the process of the holidays, this brings up added emotions, okay? So this next practice is called the dry cry, because the heart is the emperor, empress of the body, and it dictates how much of an emotion is going to be expressed or suppressed, and then, you know, whatever the emotion is, then what happens is the heart takes the brunt of it, and then it transfers it to that particular organ, okay? So if you're feeling sorrow, the blues during this time of year, anxiety, once again, going into a situation where you don't know what the outcome is going to be of the get-together, but more importantly too, if you are somebody who has lost a loved one, who's lost a pet, you know, because pets are our family too.
Of course.
And if you're somebody who's lost somebody, then this dry cry is a very good practice to do. So what I want you to do is I want you to focus on whatever the sorrow is. And maybe you don't know what it is. Maybe during this time of the year, you're just feeling down. Maybe you live alone and you see everybody else out there hanging out and having hot chocolate and doing ice skating and those kinds of things, who knows, playing Rummy Cube. And maybe you're home alone, and you feel this emotion of abandonment, because the negative emotions that attack the heart directly are the emotions of abandonment, loneliness, and lack of joy, okay, but also overexcitation and mania. So what I want you to do is I want you to inhale, imagine a pink cloud filling up into the chest. Feel the emotion. If it's surrounding a certain person or a circumstance, I want you to feel and visualize that, and then as you inhale, exhaling, let's do a couple more audibly. Inhale. Last one audibly. Inhale. And then we could actually do the sound underneath our breath. So even if we're in the situation or the circumstance, we do the sound underneath our breath. Inhale. Allow for that circumstance to leave like a dark cloud. Inhaling. And keep going. So as Priest is going to continue with this dry cry or the ha sound. So if you're at the dinner table or if you're in the situation, and let's say people are talking about things that are upsetting to you, let's say you're revisiting old memories and losses that you have suffered, you could do the sound underneath your breath and nobody will know what you're doing. So once again, instead of suppressing it, which creates inflammation and disease, and creates actually more anxiety, and it actually will create more depression, then you actually could do the sound. Let's do one more. Inhale. All right, and once again, you could always pull down the heavens as a means to just regather, reconnect yourself, reground yourself. Very simple to do.
Wow, it gets you feeling so relaxed.
Yeah. So what's next?
So our favorite oil to use around this time to change your mood and change how you feel is going to be lavender oil. So you're going to take the bottle of lavender oil. You're just going to put 1 drop on the heel of your hand, 1 drop on the heel of your hand. Rub the palms together. Then place the hands over the face. Take a slow breath in. Remove the hands from the face and exhale. You can even add that ha sound. Try that again. Cover the face. Deep breath in. And exhale. Alleviating any stress or strife. One more time. Changing the chemistry of the brain. Adjusting the body. And exhale. And lastly, I'd like to share a visualization technique that we can use to transform our problems into projects. This is taken from the Silva method. So you're going to close your eyes for a brief moment as you tune into the breath. Long, steady, even, and relaxed. Take an inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, feel yourself relaxing a little bit more, a little bit deeper. Try that again. Inhale long and slow. And exhale, settling in. With the eyes closed, slightly lift your eyeballs, looking up towards the 3rd eye point in between the eyebrows. With the eyes closed and the eyeballs lifted, imagine in front of you a big movie screen. The movie screen is taller, goes up to the ceiling and down to the floor, and it's very wide, right to left, longer than your arm's width. As you stay in this sweet, relaxed space, imagine on that screen a beautiful place that you've been before. It could be the seaside, a forest, or a mountaintop. A place where you felt deep peace, ease, and relaxation, filling all the cells and tissues of the body. Once you have that relaxation oozing and penetrating the cells and tissues, bring forth to your mind a specific challenge or obstacle. Notice who's involved, notice what's involved. Notice if the situation causes any tension inside the body. Keeping the eyeballs lifted, looking up to the third eye point. Next, we're going to shift our eyes 20 degrees to the left. In regards to this specific challenge or obstacle, visualize one simple action step that you can take in the near future towards this problem. What is one simple and easy thing that you can do in the near future towards this project? Next, we're going to shift our eyes all the way to the left. So 180 degrees, the eyeballs sit in the left side of the eye socket. And this time we're going to visualize the desired outcome. When all things align and success is achieved, how does victory feel inside the body? Notice who's involved, notice what's involved. Feel the sensations and the emotions of victory, triumph, and success. Let's bring the eyes back to the third eye point, looking up in between the eyebrows, coming back to that beautiful, relaxing place that you've been before. A place where you felt deep peace, ease, and relaxation, filling all the cells and tissues of the body. And in a moment, I will count us out from 1 to 5, and when we get to the number 5, we'll open our eyes, feeling refreshed and rejuvenated, feeling better than before. 1, coming back into our body, back into the space. 2, 3, preparing to open the eyes, feeling refreshed, feeling better than before. 2 and 1, eyes open, wide awake. As we transform our problems into projects, we could even pull down heaven 3 times. All right, ready to go. Go get them. And again, deep breath, exhale, feeling better and better. With that cool wave of calm confidence. Ready for the holiday cheer, so we can sing loud for all to hear.
Okay, you know, one
How you
other,
feeling?
yeah, I feel fantastic. That's a great, that Silva technique is really amazing, and it helps with so many different things. One last thing I like to bring up also is that if the situation is so uncomfortable, not uncomfortable just because of maybe your own issues, but maybe uncomfortable because somebody doesn't respect your boundaries, somebody is rude to you, puts you down, you don't have to go to that event.
Oh.
And I think that's the big thing. I think that we get caught up that, well, we're born into the family, so, you know, we just have to suck it up and put up with whatever it is that they dish out to us. And I firmly believe that, and we've had to do this ourselves, is say, you know what, if you can't respect the boundaries, if you're going to be passive aggressive, guess what? We're not showing up. And it's not that we don't love you any less, it's just that we respect our shrine, which is our body. And part of that is our mental, emotional body. Because when somebody projects their stuff onto you, then that creates the pain body for us. So
That's right.
So yeah, so check in with yourself and see, like, do I need to set a boundary and say, you know what, this year or maybe for a while, I just need to take a time out and take a break, because that's actually healthy thinking. What's unhealthy is when you force yourself into the situation knowing that you're going to make yourself sick in the process.
That's true, yeah. And actually sometimes that action step, that small action step, can be an inaction step, meaning something that you stop doing or someone that you perhaps cut out that could be toxic and causing physical pain inside your own life. So having strong boundaries, having that self-respect, self-confidence can go a long way in the holidays towards resolving that holiday stress.
Hopefully this video will help you. We've given you some simple tips, and we really hope that you have a happy and safe holiday. And remember always first to love yourself. By loving yourself, then you can share that love with other people.
And also, if you'd like to learn more, join us the first week in January for Chi Discovery Week, where we are going to get our Chi flowing. We're going to get in the groove and open the enrollment for the Chi Club. So stay tuned for that, and happy holidays.
Yeah, and that Chi Club is a great community of people from around the world that shares in the same purpose of going inward and helping to refine themselves and to work on past and present emotional stress and trauma, which shows up as disease. So
That's so cool.
all right, so happy holidays. And how do we spell love?
Like this.
L-O-V-E.
Love!
And we will see you later.